I had difficulty sleeping this morning, and that's because of some noise coming from outside. You know that horrible, high-pitched screeching sound that people make when you stab them to death? You know that horrible, high-pitched screeching sound you assume people make when you stab them to death? That's kind of what it sounded like. Sounded kind of like that. Now, because I have very good ears, I assumed it was birds squawking. Probably a huge flock of geese or something. Just, 50 of them having a row in the parking lot outside. So I put on my pants and walked outside. You're welcome, neighbors. And there was nothing in the parking lot. There was nothing on the street, but I could still hear it, and I'm following the sound. And I finally locate it down the street a little ways. It's two parrots sitting on the telephone wire. Yeah, it was just two of them. Parrots. I didn't even know there were parrots out here. Pretty birds. Gorgeous looking birds. Had I a gun, I would have shot them. Because we don't need this noise. Birds. As I mentioned earlier in this project, I am a big fan of animation. And one of the films I had been looking for on Netflix was the Boxtrolls, the latest film from animation house Laika. I hope that's how you pronounce it. They did Coraline years ago, which I really, really enjoyed. And after that, they did Paranorman, which I also really, really enjoyed. I did not get to see Boxtrolls in the theater. So I looked it up on Netflix and it wasn't there, and I said, oh, darn. But as it happens, it was just added a few days ago, so that's what I'm going to watch. Right now! Oh, it's purring. So cute! Holy crapsicle sticks, is the animation in this film amazing! Film's pretty good too. I liked it. Laika's really coming into its own with its own style. Especially with Paranorman and now the Boxtrolls. Their design aesthetic really appeals to me. All their characters are weird looking. Even ugly, one might say. Man, I cleaned my kitchen this morning and now my kitchen smells like kitchen cleaner. How does that work? All the characters are, they're not symmetrical. There's always something off about them, which makes them so interesting to watch. And the animation really is just incredible. A lot of, a lot of it is face replacement. They 3D print thousands of different faces and just replace them frame by frame. How old is this movie? Oh, it came out last year, so no spoilers. Interestingly, I did not know much about the plot of this movie. I don't know if I missed the big let's talk about the plot trailer, but all I knew is there were Boxtrolls, which are little ghouly looking things in cardboard boxes, and they wander around. That's really all the original trailer showed. But being that I'm a fan of animation and a fan of Laika, I was like, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Even if the movie sucks, it's probably worth watching. And the movie doesn't suck. The movie's actually a lot of fun. They're so much. The characters are so much fun. For example, the Winifred, who is the daughter of the kind of the town leader, hoity-toity guy, is the most gleefully bloodthirsty person I have seen in a while. She sees the Boxtrolls as monsters. Everyone does, because they know nothing about them. And she expects that they grab you at night and drag you kicking and screaming into the depths of the sewers, where they strip the flesh from your very bones. They don't do that, but that's kind of what everyone assumes. And so she ventures into the sewers at one point and sees the Boxtrolls, and they're just, at worst, they're thieves. They come out of the sewers at night and they just steal stuff, like the doorknobs off your front door. And they're tinkerers, and all the stuff they collect they use to build the things they use to live in their underground city. But she gets down there and she says, "Where are the rivers of blood? Where are the mounds and piles of bones of babies? I was promised bones of babies!" She is sick. I love her. The bad guy of the film, voiced, wonderful performance by Ben Kingsley, has 3 lackeys. One of them is just crazy and sadistic and a lot of fun, but 2 of them are experiencing a crisis of conscience that is absolutely wonderful to watch unfold throughout the movie. The Boxtrolls themselves are fun. They all speak in Frank Welker gibberish. They all sound like that. Interestingly, Frank Welker is not in the voice cast, but Eggs, the human boy that is raised by the Boxtrolls, so this film's Mowgli, he's kind of an character for me. I guess he's the audience point of view character, but he's unfortunately the least interesting character in the entire movie. He's not bad, he's just the least interesting. Again, great animation. I really enjoyed this movie, and unless you, like some people, and this is okay, stop motion, like my mom, stop motion, she finds the look just kind of off-putting, and it's hard for her to enjoy stop motion movies. So if that's you, not going to change your mind. But if you don't mind stop motion, I absolutely recommend this film. It artistically is a ton of fun, and there's actually really heavy and on the nose and exaggerated social commentary, which isn't going to inform anything you didn't already know or change your whole philosophy or politics or your outlook on life. But it's interesting to see them really heavily parody to the point of absurdity the whole well, watch the movie, you'll see. The only artistically, I think the only thing I would criticize is the songs in the movie I don't like. The score is fine, but most of the songs, especially the Eric Idle's Boxtroll song, not a fan. Not a fan. Most of it's relegated to the end credits, so not too bad. The one song that that Snatcher, the bad guy, sings in the middle of the movie, it's not a musical. There's only that one song. Not that that's a bad thing. I love musicals, but that song in the middle of the movie is fine. But whew, any of the songs with lyrics are just not a fan. Again, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. So, I should probably take this opportunity to say that the joke I made at the beginning of this video regarding stabbing people to death and the horrific screams they make when you do that, That was a joke. Scout's honor, the joke. Ha, silly Andrew. I would never I would never stab anybody to death or stab them at all. Ever. No. No stabbing, no shooting, no beating people with blunt instruments. I don't do that. Too impersonal. You have to use your bare hands. But kitty.